Hi, everyone. Welcome to Brief featuring Jamelia Hand, CEO of Vantage Clinical Consulting. This is a 15-minute chat, and rant, just based on our working relationship, the things that we have done over the years, and what we believe entrepreneurs as a whole can grow in. So I'm going to start with just saying, hey, Jamelia.
Hi.
I would love for you to introduce yourself after I tell you how amazing you look. Like, y'all
Oh,
don't even know
goodness.
she is amazing. But please tell us about yourself.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you more than the words that I can find to share that with you. But again, I'm Jamelia Hand, CEO of Vantage Clinical Consulting, LLC, and I provide strategic direction and training to healthcare organizations on topics related to opioid use disorder. So, addiction to opioids.
Love that. And she is wearing one of her looks. We both got our looks on today. So we're serious about our business. I want you all to
Yes.
know that. I love it. And I am Dara Adams. I am a brand and a business coach. I help women reimagine their wildest dreams through strategy and design. So Jamelia and I have been working together. I want to say it's almost 10 years. It's probably not, but it feels like forever. I want to know about your business and how you got to where you
Mhm.
got, and what made you go all in entrepreneurship and
Mhm.
making investments with people like me.
Well, it first off, it is mutually beneficial. Let's start off by saying that. And this shirt that I'm wearing, this sweatshirt, was designed by yours truly. So everything that I've done up to this point, I would say that I've always had a ton of support. Thank God. I've always had positive people around me. I've had organizations that believed in me, but it wasn't until honestly, my work with you, and it has been 10 years. So, no. I'm sorry. It's been 9 years.
Oh my God.
It's been
Writing that
9 years because my business celebrates her 10th birthday next month. So, with that, thank you so much. And thank you for being with me every step of my way.
down.
So, the question was about going all in and when do you know? You just don't. The one thing I do know is that when God makes you a promise, the people and the pieces are coming. So I started out thinking that, okay, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know how I'll do this. God, if you give me something, if you give me a sign, if you give me a resource, I promise you I will be obedient and I will go all in. And that's when you showed up. So I would say you and maybe two other really wonderful people, mostly for moral support, not with your particular expertise, with your design expertise and your ability to listen and translate what I'm thinking and feeling into a brand. I know that was listen, you'll have to tell me what that was like for you to work with me, because it did take some translation, I'm sure, because I started out with, I don't know, I have no idea where to start. I don't know what to do. Um, give me some direction. And you actually studied me and you studied my business. And I can't imagine that addiction is not sexy. It's not a pretty
Yeah.
space. It comes with a lot of heartache. And for someone to dive deep head first, like you did, into the business of my business was how I knew it was safe for me to stand up and take the ranks and dive in because I had someone like you. So that's my response to that.
Love that. I believe that is the big difference as to why I'm able to be continually successful with brands like yours and people like
Mhm.
you, because it's mission driven work, right? It never goes out of style. It never change. Like I feel invigorated when I help people like you
Mhm.
continue the mission. And
Mhm.
although branding and websites is not like super, the design of it is not super important when you're really trying to save a person's life. I think on my end, I take up that relief, right? For women like you to say, okay, I know I need something.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I need it to look great. I don't want it to look bad, but it's a blessing to be able to like fit that bill. It's a blessing to be able to say, you know what, I'll worry about it. You know, I go on your website sometimes. I'm like, she uploaded blog posts, but there's no photos here. Let me just go add some photos for her. So being able to support you has been a blessing because you're one of the people that do the work, right? There's types of clients that you have to, I guess, tell what to do. I think
Mm-hmm.
you're like, I'm going to do what I know how to do, regardless if somebody makes me a nice graphic, regardless if I have a beautiful website. Like, I'm here to do the work. And those are the type of people that I like to back. Like, oh, you really don't care about this stuff? I want to care about it for you. I mean, you're fabulous, right? So you're like, I am the design, okay? Like, whatever. So I love supporting people like you, and
Mhm,
working with you has been amazing. And like you said, like I know you said that there was no area of opportunity, but I think the opportunity was, hey, you have to learn this client. You have to learn how this type of
absolutely.
client work. And this type of client I call an executive client, right? I love my millennial people. I love designing and creating for my millennial people. But my executive clients, like, it's not just business. It's not just
Mhm,
design. It's growth. It's leadership.
mhm,
It's business development. Like, I know you're in the opioid business, but you're in the people business. Like, you develop humans for a living, and I'm just like a product of that. So, with that being said, you can share a little bit about just our impact from our work
mhm,
together. Like, what have you been doing in your work that our
mhm.
work together has, grown and show up in?
So I want to answer that, but can I take a moment to speak to a
Yeah.
point that okay, so you talked about your millennials, and I absolutely adore. I have mentors. I have a 1 year old mentor. I have mentors from 1 to 95, and I love all of them because I learn from all of them, and I figure out who I am among the variety of people that we walk this planet with.
Yeah.
And so far as the millennial way of thinking, if you think about when we met, I was in a transition phase, and I was
Hmm.
going for many years of corporate leadership to being on my own, and I was like a toddler. It was almost like learning how to walk in the space where I've spent so many years helping and serving other people that now I have to figure out how to serve myself.
Yeah.
And it was a very scary time. It was. So my acumen probably mirrored that of a millennial. It probably mirrored that of someone who was very early in their career. There were
Mhm.
certain things that I couldn't do. You think that putting together, just a PowerPoint presentation, and I remember when you helped me to make that look great because that had been done for me by
Yeah.
other people. And I'd spent so many years having other people help me and having teams, but how do you do that for you? So I
Yeah.
wanted to share that with you because I think that my walk as an executive person and someone who is starting out in their career, we have the same needs, and
Yeah. That's good.
you can meet those needs no matter where we are in that on that journey, on that timeline.
Yeah.
So what has been impactful about working together for me? And I haven't had the opportunity to say this to you publicly, but I am so absolutely grateful for you and everything that you have done for me. God sent you to me at a time where I had no idea of what I was doing, where I was going, how I was going to get there. You listened to me, you heard me, you pushed me. You again dug into my business and figured out what it was and how you could be a resource there. I never expected you to go to school for opioid use disorder, but you did. And not only did you go to school, you thought about the people that I was targeting and what they needed to hear from me. Now, I can put content together. I've always been a writer, a presenter. I do podcasts, keynotes, all of the stuff. But you go into those situations with ideas that you've been given.
Mhm.
And so you follow other people's plan for your work.
Mhm.
You help me to think more innovatively.
Thank you.
and get creative. And I had so much fun every step of the way. I enjoyed being pushed. I enjoyed being challenged. You're just a creative. I don't know what to call you, but your creativity just, I'm like, wow, I didn't know I could do that. I could have a store on my website where I could sell merchandise. I would not have thought any of that was possible without you. And all of those things have made tremendous impact in my business. And I can't thank you enough. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
You're welcome.
I love that. I do have my random moments. Well, I'll text her an idea. She'll be like, "Well, wait a minute. I'm in the car. I'll get back to you when I get home." I had never thought about it
Mhm.
like that. That I've become so invested in like what
That's what it
people
is.
are doing. But I guess when people are for people, that's doing things for people. You
Mhm.
like I said, you never run out of things to do and to think about. I think that is so beautiful, and just the work that you're doing. I mean, just your efficiency, your proficiency, like you like I have a lot of amazing clients. I promise you, I do. But I promise you, I probably will never ever have another person like you as my client. Probably never ever.
Oh, I
And
don't know.
no,
I
it
don't know
can
about
nobody top. No one can top our working
that.
relationship. I've tried to integrate our working relationship in my business. It does not work for other people. People just they don't get it like you get it. And I love them. But you're different and you're so
Well, thank
impactful.
you.
And I'm very, very grateful for that. So my last one is, well, I did ask her, how can I improve
Mhm,
as a creative and a business person? And we
mhm,
struggled to find some answers. No, she struggled. I could have listed off 10 things. So I'm going to shift the question to say, what do
mhm,
you think that entrepreneurs,
mhm,
typically millennial entrepreneurs, can improve in their service-based businesses when providing services to people like
mhm.
you?
If if I can keep it simple and say one thing, it would be that it is not about me. Every
Mm,
day, wake up and say to yourself, it's not about me.
that's good.
Everyone wakes up, well, some people. Um, I log on to social media. I limit myself to twice per day. I wake up in the morning and I may put something out and I'll check it in the evening, but never before bed because I don't want the noise.
Hmm.
But more often than not, people will uh, they want their brand to serve them, but we are not working to serve us. We're working to serve other people. So the brand should reflect the people that you're serving. And as often as you can tell yourself, it's not about me. What do they need from me? How can I support them? What type of resources do they need? How can I be a better servant for them?
Yeah.
The more you will get it right, the more people will be drawn to the work that you're doing because they'll see it as a solution for them. The more selfish you are, the more self-serving you are, I just think it turns people off. I
Yeah.
turn people off. People need to see authenticity. They need to feel you. They need to believe in you. And they need to understand that you're a solution to whatever problem they have. So, one piece of advice is not about me.
I love that. That is so good. I do believe that that is why my business has stayed afloat for 10 years. It's rare that I post about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it because I'm so busy serving people like you.
Mhm.
For 10 years, you have kept my business afloat. You've supported me even through a pandemic. We all were going through. You were like, I still need something. I'm like, for real?
Yeah.
The world is on fire. Okay.
No, no, no.
You have supported that. I appreciate everything that you've been doing. I am taking that feedback to continue to wake up and tell myself because I work with people who are not like you, so I have to still tell myself it's not about you. You cannot be selfish. Everybody is not Jamelia Hand. You have to, because
Oh.
sometimes we can get so used to what we love that we don't know how to adjust to what we need. So I have to
Ooh,
tell
wow.
myself too,
Mhm.
everybody is not Jamelia Hand. Are you not going to take clients? Are you not going to do work? Like,
No.
so I thank you for joining this brief. I thank you for being an amazing client. Please let us know how we can connect with you and where we can see what you have coming up next.
Well, you can connect with me on LinkedIn, Jamelia Hand. Also on Facebook at the Vantage Clinical Consulting page, and also on Instagram at Jamelia Hand. And of course, the website, vantageclinicalconsulting.com, designed by yours truly. I'll see you at any one of those places or everywhere.
Yes. And if you have a loved one who is dealing or struggling with some issues, who needs resources, support, or
Mhm.
redirection, or if you're a facility and you're in the healthcare business,
Yeah.
the opioid addiction business,
Mhm.
the battered women business, please connect and reach out to her. Please be a resource to her. Please book her as a keynote. She is amazing. Even if you have you need business development, business planning. I mean, it's extended. Reach out. Look, if you just need a word from the Lord, just
Yes,
reach out
yes.
to her. She got
Amen.
you. Thank you so much, Jamelia Hand. I
You're
appreciate
so welcome.
everything you're doing. And you all, I'll see you on
Same.
the next brief. Take care.
Bye bye.